teacup.
100k.
A new era awaits.
That's almost 1 million. I think that's one of the best built Carlottas in gacha gaming. I'm not even being...
I alone will decide whether it's for show or for battle.
I have to say, this might be like a top 1% account. Okay, all right. So we've got Yas, 011. And so we're going to take a look at their account now. Let's see what we got over here. All right, we're camping Hikaru's spawn. S2 Changli.
By ingenuity.
S3 Changli, actually. Okay, yeah, this one is fucking cooking. I can already tell it's cooking. Blazing Brilliance. Okay, let's take a look at it. Oh boy, this is a nice piece. This is actually a really, really good piece. This is one of the best Xiangli pieces. The only thing that would make this better is a Resonance Liberation roll in the middle. But otherwise, I mean, it's really good. Ooh, really good crit, but it's got like a lot of the damage types she doesn't want. You just wish this basic attack or heavy was an attack percentage or a resonance skill. But I mean, it's still solid with the Resonance Liberation. Crit damage, crit rate, 3 attack flat is good, but then 2 kind of dead rolls here, unfortunately. ER, perfect. Crit rate, perfect. Resonance skill, perfect. Crit damage, really high, perfect. I think the only thing I would say is that the ER maybe potentially could be a little bit higher. Maybe you want 130 on her, but I think she functions just fine on 120. And of course, with a fucking crit rate of 330%, that's crazy. That's super high. And with her S2 kicked in, she's at 76% crit rate. So 76% crit rate and 330% crit damage. I'm pretty sure she cooks. Camellya, 301. Ooh, you already know what I'm going to say about this one, buddy boy. You already know what I am going to say about this Camellya. Where the fuck is her energy recharge? The stats look amazing, but where is her fucking ER? We've got Red Spring. We've got S2. I assume we have some great attack rolls, some great crit rate and crit damage rolls because of how it broke down, but where is the fucking ER? Solid. Really good. Actually, a 5 out of 5 piece for her, just low on the crit rate. Another 4 out of 5. Incredible rolls here. Actually, incredible rolls. Very high across pretty much all of them. Really high crit rolls. Got the Liberation, but 2 dead ones over here. We wish these were ER or basic attack. And, okay, all right. I see why you have no ER, because you have some absolutely diabolical crit rolls on all the pieces. Maybe you just one-shot the boss, and you just do, like, 1 rotation. Maybe you do, like, half a rotation, and so it's, like, not a big deal. But, like, it's hard to replace them, I get it, because your ratios are insane, and your attack is absurdly fucking high. It's 2.7k. It's 2.7k with havoc damage, because you have, like, you have an attack roll on every piece. But yeah, the ER is, like, kind of devastatingly low. Cam's Liberation scales off basic. No, Cam's Liberation does regular damage. No basic scaling in it. It's Liberation scaling. So yeah, just low ER. And the reason why Cam's Liberation is so important in her rotations is because you need it to generate the Concerto to enter the budding form. If you don't have her Liberation up every rotation, you delay your Ephemeral. And as you all know, delaying your Ephemeral can lead to not having the outro skill out and active when you use it. And Ephemeral scales off basic attack damage. And so not having like a Sanhua or a Rosia buff active for it is a bit of a disaster. I'm gonna be real. Phoebe, no, this guy hates ER. He fucking despises ER. 0 ER on the Phoebe, but it's good subs. I would just say it's worth sacrificing. Okay, yeah, this is a solid 4 out of 5. No crit rate over here, but god tier first 3, like first 4 are like just good. Maximum crit damage. Really solid. Crit damage is a little bit low, but the other 3 subs are amazing. Good piece. Just wish the Resonance skill was like heavy attack or attack percentage. And then good piece overall. Yeah, just wish this was attack percentage. But I would say, yeah, the lack of ER rolls means that your Liberation is kind of just not happening. Phoebe wants like 120 to have her Liberation up every rotation. This is, yeah. These two not having ER, they got great subs, but yeah, they don't get to use their Liberation very often.
I alone will decide whether it's
Carlotta's S2. You know what I'm going to say about an S2 Carlotta, buddy boy? You have... Oh, this is good. It's good, but it's the wrong echo. It's good, but it's the wrong echo. You need critical damage, buddy. Yeah. Okay, you're... Okay, what do you... That's just better. It's just better. You're at 360. You're at 360 critical damage. Just run Shorekeeper and you're at like 78% crit. You will blow shit up like this. This is better. It's just better. Hey, should I just ban this guy from chat and end the review? That's an actual 5 out of 5. And like, everything's high except for the resonance skill. Okay, yeah, this guy is definitely getting banned from my chat. I'm joking, by the way. But these are the most illegal 3 costs I think I've ever seen. The fact that you have 2 of them is actually unethical. Like, he actually rolled crit damage on the final roll 2 times. Crit rate, crit damage, attack. Okay, yeah, this is just... Okay, 17.4, 18.6, 17.4, 21, and then 8... Okay, there's not a like, the lowest crit damage roll is 17.4%. This is low-key. This might be the highest crit damage I've ever seen on a character before. With, like, 45% in the skill menu... This is insane.
With convention.
I feel like I have to test out this Carlotta now. I feel like I actually have to test out this Carlotta now. This is absurd. This might be the highest damaging Carlotta in gacha gaming. S2 at least. Okay, the Xiangli Yao is also amazing. Bro has 146 ER on Verity's handle. Ugh, never mind. Okay, I'll look at it. Really good lingering tune set. Actually one of the best lingering tune sets I've seen, but it is unfortunately lingering tunes. But when the rolls look like this, I guess I can understand why you haven't replaced the pieces. Because this is insane. This is also insane. This is pretty insane too. 12.21 and 12.4 and 6.9. Another ER roll. This is probably the most replaceable piece because it has the ER. You don't even need it anymore. Crit rate and crit damage. And yeah, you don't need the ER anymore, but it's still good crit stats. Yeah, I mean, I can see why you don't replace this set. It's a good set. It's not a good set, but it's good pieces. Zhezhi, 140 ER, 71.9, 264 on Moonlit, or on fucking Augment, so you could have gone String Master too in the future. I mean, this is a crazy Augment set on Moonlit as well. Good piece. Also, just a very good Generalist piece. Good Glacio piece. Good Zhezhi piece. And then solid ER double crit piece with a Liberation tacked on. Yeah, I mean, this is good stuff. It's solid stuff. It's a strong character. Jancy, she's looking pretty decent. I hope she has double Spectro, which she does. Crit damage, crit rate, crit damage, resonance skill. I mean, it's everything she needs. This is a bit of a... It's sort of 3 out of 5. You wish there was a skill or attack in here. These are basically the same exact Echo. Double crit with resonance skill. That's kind of all you want with the character. You could use some attack rolls on those pieces, but it's whatever. You kind of wish there was resonance skill instead of HP, but it's still 4 out of 5. And I mean, yeah, it's good. This is 5 out of 5. It's good. It's a good piece. Unfortunately, she is using Jiyan's weapon, but with all that resonance skill damage, I'm sure she does just fine. I'm sure she does just fine.
The battlefield is dynamic. Do not let your guard down.
I assume that you do put Jiyan's weapon back on him. Let's see what the stats are. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. The crit stats look good, but what the fuck is this ER? This ER is a little bit too low. This ER is unfortunately a little bit too low to make full use of the character. So it's a little bit rough. It's a little bit rough. You need his Liberation maxed out instead of his Forte. Solid piece, crit damage, crit rate, heavy attack. Crit rate, crit damage, really high, but 3 dead rolls. Crit damage, crit rate, attack, solid. Flat attack 2, looking good. Heavy attack, crit damage, crit rate, good. Crit rate, crit damage, heavy attack. I mean, hey, maybe he clears everything in one rotation. But you do need ER. 120 to 130 on this one, depending on if you're using the Nightmare Echo.
Let me be there for everyone.
Yes, the Havoc Rover.
Future, leaving the past behind.
Wait, I find it hilarious that you have the Nightmare Crownless on your Havoc. Okay, it looks like they're just holding pieces at this point. Yeah, they're like a dumping ground of all your failed Camellya pieces. But let's look at what those failed Camellya pieces are. Attack, crit rate, crit damage. Crit rate, crit damage, attack, ER. Oh my god. Crit damage, crit rate, resonance... Maybe you put this on your fucking Camellya. Maybe you find the way... I'm sure you can find a way to squeeze this onto your Camellya, because these stats are pretty fucking good. Like, that's 2 max rolls on the attack and ER. Like, surely you can find... I mean, this has... Why are you running around with a 0% camellya when you have plenty of pieces that you could just put in instead? This isn't even... Are you just trolling? Just put this thing on, and then put this thing on. And now you have 120, 66.8, and 300. And the attack is, like, still too... I mean, sure, the crit rate is a little bit lower, but, like, the 120 ER is, like, kind of more important than, like, 3% crit rate. I feel like 20% ER is better than 3% crit rate. But you also got more basic attack damage, too. I do think this is better. And just put Shorekeeper on the team. You're at 70... You're at 79 with Shorekeeper. Yeah, I think this one's better. Everybody else, half built.
Hopefully, we'll make new
I gotta say, this account, other than the ER issues, is like S. I don't really know what else to say about it. ER is 1,000,000% like the only thing that's a problem here. But yeah, the account is good. The account is very good. Stuff is really well built.
Plan with
And
convention.
I guess the last thing that I want to do is just see how this Carlotta works. Because I feel like she's about to fucking... I feel like she just legitimately blows up the content. Let's give this a try. And so, this is the exact Carlotta that was being used. I want to get a Shorekeeper in here. Like, I want to get a Shorekeeper in here stat to do some more nuking. We got the G-Jaw ready. Let's give this a try. I am super excited to see this. And for a bit of a refresher, this is a 130 ER, 53% crit rate, basically 360% crit damage Carlotta. We're going to have a Shorekeeper that's... You know, I assume she's providing the full buffs. We've got exactly the ER we need. And a Zhezhi on Moonlit. And so we should be seeing some absolutely ball-busting nukes from this combo, from this trio. Let's take a look at it. Let's see how it works. Absolutely ball-busting nukes. And this is an S2 Carlotta. She might just one-shot the boss.
Quickly and swiftly. Found your weak spot. Loading. Astral modulation. Art unveiled. My compliment. Take this.
All right. We're going through our rotation real easy.
Victory.
Let's see it.
favors me. Can you keep up?
100K.
A new era awaits.
That's almost a million.
Improvise.
That one rotates. That's almost a million. That legitimately one rotates. So let's see what it looks like when I don't miss 3 out of 4 of the crits with like 70%, 80% crit rate. Let's see what happens when I don't miss those crits.
Running won't save you. Still recognizing. Yeah. Lion graft you knew. Instant capture the spark. It hurts. I'm so tired. My compliment. Found your weak spot.
I think I missed the heron.
The stage is set.
Let's see if it clears without the heron.
The world is mine.
So we missed like 6K. Why? How am I missing every single one?
Complete. Take this.
Yeah, that's basically a one rotation. That's 1,000,000% a one rotation. We're missing crits at 80%, but that final shot is hitting, and my oh fucking my. Yeah, this is one of the best built Carlottas, I think, I think that's one of the best built Carlottas in gacha gaming. I'm not even being...
I alone will decide whether it's for show or for battle.
Yeah, that's, that doesn't look right. Yeah, I'm gonna be real here. That doesn't fully look right. That looks like a bug. That looks like we're in the elusive realm, 1,000,000%. This looks like a fucking bug. This seems incorrect. This actually does, in fact, seem incorrect. This is crazy. This is absurd. Oh my god. So yeah, with Shorekeeper, we're at 78. Yeah, 77.9 with Shorekeeper. Wow.
Understood. I alone will decide whether
I
it's
see
for
why she's
show
almost
or
hitting a
for
million when she's only at S2. She's almost hitting a million while at S2. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's still more damage to go. All right, well. Clearly, she's gotten the most love and attention on the account. Just so you all know, the way that this much crit damage was gotten is through some of the most diabolical echoes I've ever fucking seen. 18.6, 9.3, 21, 7.5, 5 out of 5, 17.4. This is the lowest crit damage on the set, by the way. Crit rate, resident skill, and ER, 18.6 and 17.4. That's just, there's not a single, like 17.4 is literally the lowest on all 5 pieces, and everything else is higher than that. This is a Max Roll Martin piece, or Max Roll Martin fucking Carlotta. It is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen, and I've got to say that this account as a whole has some absurd fucking rolls on so many of the characters. It's insane.
Battlefield is dynamic.
Like, I have to say, this might be like a top 1% account. This might actually be a top 1% account. We might have to turn this entire review into a video because of how absurd this fucking account is. We might have to turn this into a video because of how absurd this account is. I have to say, after looking at everything and like even fixing up this guy's build because he has like in better pieces that he wasn't using on the characters, this is an S+ account. I don't know if I've seen an account better than this. The only thing this account is it's lacking characters. But for every character that's on here, this is 1,000,000% an S+ account. So yes, owner. You need to go touch, you need to go touch some grass, buddy. You need to go get some hobbies. You need to stop farming echoes and you need to stop rolling them because this is, you need to give time for other people to catch up. This is absolutely absurd. So with that, we've taken a look at this account. We've taken a look at all the characters. We've given a rating.
I am here to
Let me know what
serve
you all
your
think. Peace.